This is my review of the Umarex Colt Defender, and this is a BB gun powered by CO2 cartridges. Colt Defender. It's from Umarex. It's one of my favorite guns because it looks like a real gun. It's got the weight of a real gun. It is quite heavy. I'm going to say it's maybe 1.7 pounds. Most of the gun, top portion and the frame is metal, which gives it its weight. The only plastic part that I can see on this gun is the hand grip. Okay. Now, it not being a real gun, of course, someone looking at the front can tell that because of the size of the barrel. It actually came with a lot of white text markings. I think there were warnings on it, but I thought it was distracting, so I covered it with a black decal material, and that gives it a little bit more authentic look to it. Although it looks like a real gun, a lot of these seemingly movable parts are just dummy parts. They're molded into the gun, and they really aren't operational. The only moving parts to this gun is the trigger and the hand grip release button here. But other than that, the hammer is actually fake. The sights are fixed sights. The front blade sight has the white dot. The rear sight doesn't. I don't think it's adjustable. There is a screw there, but I haven't played with it. Maybe there's some adjustment for windage and elevation. Here's your safety. This is also a movable part. Safety, that's in fire mode. That's in safety mode. Comes with a rail, tactical rail for flashlights or lasers. And all in all, just a real simple gun, and that's what I like about it. It feels good in the hand. I don't have large hands, but and this is a small gun, but it fits really nicely, even though I really don't care for guns that are so short that my hand extends past the hand grip, but I'm okay with that. I mean, I think that's the compromise this gun has to make in order for its small size. So like I said, it's about a pound and 1.7 pounds. The length of the gun is, I believe, 7 inches from end to end. Yeah, so it's about 7 inches. This is one of my smallest handguns. The height on it, I'm going to say, is about 6. No, it looks like about 5, just about 5 inches. Yeah, just about 5 inches. That's nice. But although it's a small gun, it's a heavy gun. It's got a lot of weight to it. This gun, I can't remember the velocity. I think it's 400 plus, though. A lot of the guns that I get, I don't want it any less than 400 feet per second. So this has got to be 425 perhaps. All right, let's do a walk around. So we have the safety here. We have the tactical rail. The trigger here. The trigger pull is not a real heavy trigger pull. But it's not a real light. I would say it would be more like medium on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being an extremely heavy trigger pull and 1 being an extremely light trigger pull. I would rate this one about a 3. Okay, so it's not real difficult. You have your ejection port here, which is fake. Hammer is fake. Coming around this side, we have the hand grip release, and what this button does is it simply opens the hand grip, exposing the CO2 access. Okay, the thumb screw for the CO2 has a spring on it, so it flips right back into that position when not in use, and I guess that's so that it hides a little bit better, giving the gun a little bit more realistic look. But the problem I have with that is that when I lose grip of the thumb screw as I'm tightening on the CO2 cartridge, and it slips off my finger, I have to now pull it back out and continue pulling, continue screwing it in. And then when I get to the point of piercing the CO2, and I lose that, I've got CO2 uh, gas escaping. So what I've learned with this gun is as soon as I get it to the point where it's tightened and it's just about ready to pierce, I take a really good grip of it and I kind of wind up and I do that last crank so that it pierces quickly without losing any CO2. Okay, so and I like that this hand grip cover doesn't actually remove all the way. Sometimes when you're replacing CO2 in some guns, the hand grip actually detaches completely, and that's just one more item I have to kind of fumble with, grab onto, and reattach. This one is sort of on a groove, and it simply slides right back into place. So I like that. You can actually take off the hand grip if you really want it to. You could remove it, and you see the spring there, but I don't see why you would do that, other than it would give you a little bit more better access to the thumb screw. Yeah. But normally it stays on there. Okay. Now also in the hand grip, on one side you have the CO2, on the other side you have the internal BB magazine. It is it holds I put 18 BBs in it. I think it says that it'll hold 19, but sometimes when you pack a magazine to full capacity, sometimes it can jam, so I just put 18. What I like about this is the follower comes all the way back, it locks into place, and this loading port here, this opening here for the BBs is extra big, and that makes it really easy to load in. So even though it's not a removable magazine, reloading the BBs is easy, fast and easy because of this large opening here. Okay, and once that's done, then you release the follower and it presses up against the BBs. Really nice gun. I really like this gun. This is one of my favorite guns. One, because it looks real. It looks really cool with the Colt insignia here on the hand grip. It feels good, and it's small in the hand too, so it's very concealable. And that's basically it. It's a real simple gun, not a lot of bells and whistles. It's a BB gun. Velocity is over 400. CO2 access is pretty easy. Yeah. Reloading, pretty easy. 18 BBs. I like it. This is the Umarex Colt Defender.